All right. Welcome to part two of Ifunanya and the Holy Spirit, which is going to serve as I was episode 27, and I hope it blesses you. Okay. When we began to explore the idea of Nigerian spirituality and how we understand the Holy Spirit, a lot of persons will or may call to defend what exactly we have currently in practice in the Nigerian Judeo-Christian space. There are a lot of things we have gotten wrong, and we're going to be using Ifunanya's life and her testimony, which is the essence of what the Holy Spirit wanted us to see, so that we can be able to discuss further on it, and not necessarily a jab against anybody's Christian experience. But what needs to be said needs to be said, so that we can all grow and learn from our journey. You know, we have this idea of intimacy with the Holy Spirit as a very, very, very stressful, mechanical thing that we are supposed to be doing or should be doing part time. But the Holy Spirit is using Ifunanya's life to tell us that it's not mechanical. Relationship with Him is not mechanical, it's organical, very organical. Because of the trauma conversion, being born again as a result of trauma. Because many of us in Christianity today, we are born again, or we came into Christianity not understanding why we are in Christianity, and for those who came in with their consciousness, came in as with guilt and fear as a route. So it made it impossible for us to understand what it means to organically be in relationship with the Holy Spirit instead of mechanical. And this is going to trigger a lot of persons who feel there's some certain predisposition you need to have, or there's some certain criteria you need to meet for you to say you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit. And as strange as this may sound, it sounds Pharisaic if you look at what they are proposing. So we are going to use Ifunanya's life because it's a public discussion. We are going to be doing that. You see, when the Holy Spirit wants you to do something, and if you have a relationship with Him, He understands the human nature. So when the Holy Spirit asks you, for instance, go to a place, because He lives across times and space, He doesn't explain Himself. The Holy Spirit instructs. The Holy Spirit brings superior argument, but He doesn't explain Himself. Because even if He tries to explain, because He's not dwelling in time, you will still not get it. So what He does is that He provides an alternative arrangement. The alternative arrangement is to give you a sense of immediacy, all right, so that you can be able to enter into the situation He wants you to enter into, so that when you enter into it, you will discover that what you thought was immediate was actually not urgent, and it was not as important as you deem it fit. And we're going to be discerning from the things said and the things not said from Ifunanya's story. Now, the Holy Spirit has been conditioning the consciousness of Ifunanya for a long period of time to go to Nigeria to visit her father. Based on her human understanding, her father should be doing well. So what she was going to was for a welfare check, but she didn't know that a battle was in front. So what did the Holy Spirit do? She gave her an alternative. What was the alternative? Her boyfriend, who will become the husband later, was in Nigeria. So that was the alternative escape she needed to use. In fact, coming to Nigeria, one of the greatest motivation would be that her husband to be, her boyfriend, will be in Nigeria as part of the motivation and perks, because to her, she believes her father may be doing well, just maybe not in full condition of full health. That was why Ifunanya delayed in Lagos for a period of time before going to the village. And it was necessary that the Holy Spirit delayed her with that situation so that she can be able to have proper disposition of love and being loved. So her condition in going to the village was that of one with love in the equation. And that was what she carried until she got to the village and discovered that it was more. Lagos was actually not the crux of the matter. The crux of the matter was in Anambra State. And if you check properly, the family also had a way of knowing, probably they had a previous conversation, had a way of knowing that she left America and didn't come en route to the village, but didn't come to the village immediately and was at Lagos. And that was where the uncle and the aunt immediately began to do what the devil always does: accusation. But one thing the devil don't know is that the Holy Spirit always 10 times ahead. So they started throwing accusations as she went to Lagos and was sleeping around. I know many of you didn't pay attention to that, but I'm connecting the dot. Right? So that was the accusation. But because she was already grounded in understanding how the Holy Spirit works and having someone who truly and genuinely loved her aside her father in Nigeria, she was able to move ahead and hit on the situation. If Ifnama was a broken girl or one who is love-starved, she would have missed the voice of the Holy Spirit part time. And if you check, you discover that she wasn't praying the way we Nigerians pray in the heat of the moment. She was praying in discernment. And we're going to explore all of that and how to pray in discernment in the heat of a situation, and how the Holy Spirit broods over chaos to give us victory, to disarm our enemies, as the case may be. I still remain the voice of transformation, and I love Zobo.